Hello, my souls, and welcome back to Sable. Also, hello, Andy. Hello, Claire. Or not Claire. Hello, Andy. Hello, Magenta. And hello, Aiden. Fuck. Greetings, Glider. What can I do for you? Do you have any tasks that need doing? Before I can even finish the question, if shouts. Larval husks! Repeat the word back to her as clarification, she nods. I need some, oh sheet. I need some larval husks. There. How much do you know about beetles? A little bit. Well, not sure if this is part of that little bit, but larval husks are what get left behind when the beetle larva grows. Beautiful, really really beautiful, really tough casings. If you don't mind, I'd be grateful if you could collect some for me. Also, by the way, hey Magenta, Aiden can't actually be in chat at the moment, but he, sorry about that, Aiden, is actually watching stream and can communicate with me directly. So, Aiden wanted me to tell you, happy early birthday. Ugh. Why is the drink always gone? Oh well. Also, happy early birthday, Magenta. Lem. The type I'm looking for are Hercules beetles. You won't need to go far, but the nest is guarded by the mother beetle. You're going to have to find a way to get past her. I tell her I'll do my best. Anything else I can help you with? No. Alright. So, we're gonna go out and grab some larval husks. Aw. Welcome to being an adult, Magenta. That's the kind of thing that tends to happen a lot. Well met, Clyde. I can't do female voices to save my life. I need Claire.
Well met, Glider.
It's in that glass vial.
Oh, I made this. It's a color palette for a hover bike inspired by my work as a herder. Here, take some, I insist. I'd be very proud to see you riding a bike with my colors, Sable. Well met, Glider.
I might come back when I have somebody to actually, chat with me. Like, to help me out with the thing. I'm probably gonna need a mechanist to change that stuff, aren't I? Alright, time to go check out some larval husks. Aiden, that's adorable. So Aiden's saying that if his throat weren't dry, he'd be offering offering his services to help out with the voice acting. Wibble, wibble, wibble. Ah! Fuck! What it's worth, I'm not actually that badly hurt really right now, but I took a spill last night and my arm's a little fucked up. And my dominant arm, I've got this beauty. It's not much, but it still fucking hurts. On top of that, I fucked up my shoulder in the process of falling, as well as my leg. So I've been limping all day. It's not as bad as it looks. It's only about like 7 or 8 little it's only like 7 or 8 actual deep cuts. The rest of it's just skinned off. Or it just removed skin. Huh. Okay, so I was trying to figure out if I could harvest plants in any way, but apparently I can't. Come here, Simone. Don't get antsy on me. Hey, money, money. Yeah, Andy, hopefully you don't have muddy paws at the moment. That would be rude. Good boy. Okay, so I can't just rest on the stone. Hey, it's a chum egg! Or as Aki calls them, chegs. Offered up by chums when planting themselves into the ground. Good boy, Andy. And yes, Aiden, I am bonking into everything. Mostly because this thing's the vehicle that I have in this isn't exactly, stable. Or it could also be that this character's a fucking kid. Oh, this doesn't look suspicious at all. Yay, there's the Claire. Ah! Damn.
Hello.
Hello, Claire.
Sad to say, but, if you want me to not pass out from heat exhaustion, I'm gonna have to keep the fan on.
Girl, you've never had a problem with your fan being a pain in the ass. Your microphone doesn't
I know.
piss. It doesn't Your microphone doesn't piss!
Yes. By the way, are you in stream?
Yeah!
Hi. Hi, everyone.
God damn it! Well, I just found an easier way up that doesn't involve wall climbing.
Also, I found out that my,
Yes?
my bank reduced their, overcharge fee.
Well, that's fucked up.
No, they reduced it.
Oh, reduced. My brain somehow went to increased.
No, they reduced it. They reduced it from 36 down to 15.
Oh, that's good.
So I'm just like, thank you.
Yeah! Hey, Brady! Come! Hello!
Cause right now, I need I need a break.
Well, right now, Brady, what I'm doing is trying to go and essentially drop a smoking system or a smoker like this. Into this thing over here. I'm hoping this will get the beetle to fuck up. Nope, this will get the beetle to want to hump my face!
Uh-huh. But yeah, no. My AC is down. Remember that motor I was hearing the other day? That I said sounded like my AC?
Yeah.
Turns out it was. That night, my AC died. And...
Well, damn.
It's been blowing hot air since yesterday, and it's been like 96 degrees in the house all day.
Oh, nice. Also, really quick. So danger means fun. You are climbing and falling and not being afraid of heights while doing it. Are those hearts? Yeah, that was hearts. A lot of people, Brandy, or Brady. Why'd I call you Brandy? Sorry, brain died there for a second.
Well, insect furs do exist, so I wouldn't put it past people to make a beetle sona. Who's also a suitor.
Xenomorphs, or not xenomorphs, xenoforms is what you're thinking of.
Yes. I kind of lump them in with the fandom because it's anthropomorphized.
Anthropomorphized. Yes, I know.
Yes. I can't brain today because guess what? I left both my keys and my glasses on my desk.
Well, why would you do a silly thing like that, Claire?
I've literally been half blind today.
Again, well, why would you do a silly thing like that, Claire?
I don't know, because it was 96 degrees in the house all day?
I mean, that's a good reason. Ooh, chest.
Well, you know, here in the South, if you hear that dinner bell will ring, that's coming.
Yep.
You best be coming. It's called get it while it's hot for a reason. I'm going to wait to watch that video.
The new Gray video?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a thing.
Yeah. For those who don't know, me and Kit have
We have
after-stream
sort
tradition.
of an after-stream ritual. We tend to watch Gray Still Plays a lot.
Oh, turns out, Kit, I don't work in the morning tomorrow.
Oh, cool!
I actually work the night tomorrow.
Oh, cool. It sucks because you won't be able to be on stream, I don't think.
Oh no, I will.
Oh,
It's
okay.
3 to 10.
Oh, okay, cool.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Huh?
Tomorrow's Thursday, not Friday.
Oh, you're right. Why did I
have
think it
off
was
Friday.
Thursday? Why did I think it was Thursday today?
I don't know, because this week has been a long fucking week.
Kinda, yeah.
And it's only Wednesday?
It's like falling gently.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Aiden, that's probably what you're referring to is my character's glide ability.
Oh.
Also, Claire, when I get to town again, you're gonna be up again because I need a semi-scratchy female voice. Semi-scratchy, bordering on buggy.
Bordering on buggy?
Yeah. This is a lady who likes beetles a lot.
Oh,
Like,
so
her
you
mask
wanna...
is shaped like one.
Oh, so you want a... insectophile.
I don't think that's the right... I don't think that's the right word for it!
I don't think it's the right word for it either. That's why I said it questionably.
No, because anything that ends with filed, you know what that means?
It...
File is a, Phile. Is
I don't know what the...
It's an ending to
It
a
sounds
word that, insectivore would be eating bugs.
Yes.
I think she's just a fan of insects. No, insectophile would be somebody who likes sticking insects in really, really bad places.
Yes.
And yes, there are some people that that are okay with maggots.
I'm trying to...
There's a bad mental image for you, Claire.
Thanks for that.
No problem.
Thanks, I hate it. Anyway, I'm still trying to find the right word for it. I know there's a word for it out there.
Yeah, but no, file is usually when you strap it onto a word like insectophile or virarophile. It means somebody who has a sexual interest in that particular topic.
Like I said, I'm still trying to find the right word.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I know there's a word out there. I've heard it used before. I just don't know where.
Hey, cool. Maybe I'll get to see you there someday, Magenta.
You know what? I have a powerful computer in my hands. Let me ask it.
I mean, yeah, you have a computer that's bigger than the fucking one that put NASA on the moon in your pocket.
What do you think I said the one in my hand was?
Exactly. That is a trippy thought, too. Pretty much any cell phone equates to a computer that is even stronger than the computers that put men on the moon.
Entomophile? What?
Huh?
I'm not taking it seriously because it's wiki.
Oh, entomologist. Claire. Also, hello, yeah. Rick. Entomologist.
Entomologist.
Technically, that's the word for somebody who studies bugs, but... I mean,
no,
it works.
Well, yeah. Well, that's... There's a cricket. There's a cricket outside my window, and I hate it.
Not everybody's really fond of bugs, but hey, Claire, do you see what I mean by this lady is a little buggy? Watch her head.
Hang on, let me put on my glasses that have been sitting here all day, waiting for me to use them.
Yeah, watch her head for a little bit as the thing is going. She literally just goes...
So you want someone that's... mosquito-y?
Buggy. Alright, I have the larval husks you asked for. If it starts clapping the moment I caught her, Here you go.
Ah, you got them. Hope the mother beetle doesn't get you... Hope old mother beetle doesn't give you too much trouble.
Didn't.
Whatever.
I had the husks, lighter than air but strong as steel, and she slides them away in a cloth bag.
And I see what you mean. It's her mask that twitches.
Yeah, her mask twitches insanely fast. Oh, it is her mask! When the mask is open, you can actually see her face.
Yeah.
She has a literal living mask. That's fucking trippy.
It's really come in handy. Thank you.
Oh, shit! That's not a mask. That's not her face.
Is that a living bug on her face?
That is a living bug on her face. That is a gigantic beetle on her head. In Dark Souls, we would call this a parasite.
I don't think it's a parasite. I think
There
it's
you
just
go.
a super friendly bug.
Probably. You're up again, by the way.
I know.
Mother of bugs.
Actually, there's one more thing you could do for me. Can you take... Voice crack. Can you take these husks to... I believe it's Ekria.
Acria.
Ekria, yeah. These husks to Ekria and deliver them to...
Ayan.
Ayan. Just remember, it's Aya. In the Chime Maker's Workshop. I almost want to give her, like, the voice of Muffet from Undertale.
Oh, God. I mean, you should have. Oh.
And yes, Muffet does laugh like that. Her text literally reads. It's 3 who's, so it's.
Ah. By the way. What's up with the statue? You're up. By the way, her name is Shepherd Leah.
Of course.
I'm gonna have you doing the female voices here, girl. What better person to play the female roles than the female? Let's not do the whole Japanese thing here where all women in plays have to be, or all women in entertainment have to be male.
I thought that was the Spartans.
No. In Kabuki theater, pretty much every single one of the performers was male.
I thought that was the same thing in Greece with the Greek plays.
It might be.
Every role was played by a male, even the females.
It might be.
Females weren't allowed in theater.
Yeah. They were allowed in to watch, but they weren't allowed in to be actually to be part of it. Anyways, you have lines.
You're lying.
Huh?
I said you're lying. I said the lying really quickly to sound like a lion.
You have lines.
I know, and my stream just went fucking 144p. Why do you always go 144p stream when I need you?
Don't know.
720. Why I have a fucking 1080p phone. Ah, you may have recognized her, Una. She was a great herder, one of many creatures. Oh. She was a great herder of many creatures. They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of the creatures we mouth spasm. They say I swear I'm not doing this on purpose.
Girl.
My brain is going too quickly.
Would you like to try the last line again?
They say she came from the whale and herded the ancestors of creatures we heard today.
And yeah, Aiden, that used to be the case with Shakespearean plays. A lot of the time, if it wasn't a man playing the role of a woman, or a silent woman, it was usually a younger, like, boy or teenager playing the female roles.
Considering they had the higher voices.
Yeah. quite literally the first iteration of Romeo and Juliet. Apparently, Juliet, for the balcony scene, literally had to stand on a chair because, yeah, too short. Anyways, you have lines again.
I'm waiting for the stream to catch up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm waiting for video share.
Yep.
Just waiting for it. Just so that this becomes easier.
Yeah, and apparently this is the night of brain farts. Also, hey Andy, hey Magenta, nom nom faces, nom nom.
More like I just got home from my retail job from speaking all day and my mouth needs time to relax so that it can stop spasming every 5 minutes.
Hey girl, consider it training for your other job.
Like I need more training.
I mean, you never know. How far can you swallow Austin?
Actually, I haven't tried. He's actually, funny enough, he's actually too big for my mouth.
Ooh, girl.
Like, fully open all the way. I cannot get him, I can get him like half in, but I can't get him all the way in. Because he's just simply too big.
That's when you need to learn to tip your head back and relax.
No, my mouth is physically too small.
Huh. Oh, your jaw
I have a
doesn't go
small
open
mouth.
far enough.
Yes. That's
Oh,
what
well.
I'm talking about, Kit. My mouth is physically too small.
I got one of them nice wide mouths. Just
Oh, I assure you, my mouth looks wide, but it's not.
Mine's wide. It's just shallow. And yes, for those of you who want to take it out of context, it means I have a big mouth.
We teach that we teach.
Girl, r/I had a stroke.
we teach that keeping.
Yes, Magenta. Did I know about Woodstock 99? I was still a teenager in 99. No, I didn't know about Woodstock 99.
Woodstock 99 because I wasn't even born yet.
Well, no, I also remember watching a documentary that you suggested to me. However, I haven't, or rather, not that I haven't, apparently this is the night of brain fuckery.
It's the night of brain farts and mouth spasms.
Yeah, no, I do remember watching the documentary, but I don't remember the documentary. Anyways.
Once again, I don't know anything about Woodstock 99 because I wasn't even born yet. I can guarantee you I wasn't even thought of yet.
Yep, and the only Woodstock I've ever been to, I don't remember. Oh no, that wasn't Woodstock, that was Burning Man.
Anywho, we teach that keeping your herd near her statues will keep them together, well fed and healthy.
Alright. I mean, yeah, that would definitely be a thing.
I mean, Coach, Coachella is literally one match away from being literally burned to the ground.
Coachella has been burned a couple times. Not to the ground, but that, and like I said, the only thing... I've never gone to Woodstock. I have gone to Burning Man, though, and that one literally burns to the ground every year.
I want to go to Woodstock for one reason.
What's that?
It's because my favorite power metal band usually gets invited.
Nice.
And for anyone who doesn't live, for anyone who lives under a rock, it's Dragon Force.
Yeah.
They make some fucking good music.
Oh, I know, but they're typically the go-to metal band.
They're the go-to because they're popular for literally one song.
Yeah, exactly.
However, their other music is not that bad. I can see why their popular song got popular because it was featured in a game, but when you actually take the time to go through their other albums and listen to some of their other music, it's actually really good.
You know what? I'm going to take a little time to scour around a little more, because there's a little more to explore.
And they're really talented musicians. 'Cause I'm sorry, I don't think I could play the guitar that fast with that many notes in one fucking, uh, measure.
Damn. Yeah, no, that is a terrifying thing to have happen at any gathering like that. Yeah, no, that's kind of a good thing and kind of a bad thing, Aiden. Not being able to remember really much before 9/11. Why did that prompt come up after I'm on my bike? But yeah, no, the one time I've ever actually been to Burning Man, I don't remember most of it. I remember how it ended for me. Oh, god damn it. That keeps burning like a motherfucker. Yeah. Alright. I'm assuming this is the Mechanist because it's the guy that's repairing shit. The Mechanist looks me over. You're late. For what? For our meeting one another. You ought to have come here sooner. Ask the Mechanist how they know me. I do not know you yet. Perplexed, I wait for them to explain themselves, but they seem to wait for the same. Briefly, I feel a hint of shame as I remember times I have been late, among the Abexi. Things I have slipped up in doing. But I dismiss my doubts as I recall that I have no idea who this strange Mechanist is. I ask them. My name is Utari. Of immediate relevance to you is that I am a friend of Sizzo. Asked then if Sizzo alerted them to my impending arrival. Perhaps she looks out for me and sets waypoints on the oasis along my gliding. A comforting thought. No, it was your hover bike. I heard it for the first time months ago. And felt the shape of its voice, sorry. Tell Utari that it was not Simone they heard, for Sizzo and I only built her a few days hence. They waved their hands at me in a hurried dismissal. Did Sizzo teach you to do so little? What?
Um, there are still Woodstock
Woodstock it still
festivals.
happens. Yeah, Woodstock still happens.
Maybe not in the United States, but it
Yeah,
still
no.
happens other places.
Yep. Anyways, did Sizzo teach you so little? The voices of our machines are eternal, more ancient than even their forms. I hear them as I always have, and yours, I thought, would revisit me soon, but here we are. Now let's speak of why you have come. Our needs converge atop the wind tower. Tell me more. Something has stopped the tower from working. I was hours away from going to see it for myself, but you and Simone came after all. Go there, mend what is broken, or soothe what is hurt, and I will give you what you seek. Ask Utari if they know what I seek. I admit that I might not. A direction. I will be waiting for you. Travel swiftly and safely. Say goodbye to Utari. Hello. Oh, no luck with the tower.
Wait.
I'm sure you will sort it out soon enough. The task is made for you. Let's customize my bike.
Hey, Kit.
What's up?
So you know I've been talking about people like Donut Operator on YouTube, right?
Yeah?
It turns out that he has a bad dragon sticker on his gun, on his gun case. And it's not the normal bad dragon sticker, it's the rainbow bad dragon sticker.
Oh. Okay. Oh, that's right. Hold on.
My question is, how does he know?
What? What Bad Dragon is?
Yes. I didn't expect him to know.
Why not? Also, wait, who are we talking about?
Doesn't. Donut Operator. He's a ex-police army YouTuber that talks about gun stuff. Typically
Oh.
breaks down shootings. I specifically started watching him after BLM started
Doing
lying.
the whole anti-fucking cop thing?
No, after they started lying about the truth of most shootings.
Which one or which time?
The entirety of 2021.
Okay, so the myth that white on black crime, very specifically, fucking police on black civilian crime, was at a massive high, and that it's completely different for white on white crime in the same situation, where realistically it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
And I started watching his videos because he broke them down, and he broke them down pretty well.
Oh yeah.
And what typically happens is stupid guy pulls stupid shit, gets shot.
Yeah. There's actually a YouTuber out there that I watch. I can't for the life of me remember his name at the moment, but that's just because I'm bad with names. Really nice guy. Really interesting, speaks his mind. Literally has been, reminding people that, you know, if you get stopped by the cops, this is how you're supposed to fucking do this. Don't be a dumbass, don't ask stupid questions, don't be belligerent, don't be a dick. Just comply and get things over with. If you disagree with what they're doing, if you disagree with, like, a ticket they're gonna give you, or what have you, allow it to happen and fucking voice your disdain in court later. But legitimately, all
Yeah.
you're doing, if a cop stops you and you try to say fuck you, is resisting arrest, which is a worse crime than, more often than not, the majority of the things that you're being pulled over for.
And for the love of God, if you're in a traffic stop and you say fuck you and drive off, don't do that.
If you are in a traffic stop, what you're supposed to do, one hand on the steering wheel, one hand on the other hand, leave your hands like that, open palm, until the end of the thing, on the top of the steering wheel. If you are told to grab something, like if you are told...
Ask if you can grab.
If you are told, like,
Ask
we
if you
need
can
your
grab.
ID, say something like, well, my ID is in my left pocket, may I reach for it? If they say yes, go ahead and get it out. Be very, very calm. If they say no, don't reach for it.
Because
Most people
9
think...
times out of 10,
Most people
if
think
you
that, yeah, no, if you reach for something and do something stupid, you're making the other guy nervous. I guarantee it.
Yes, because cops go through a lot of fucking shit.
Oh god, yeah.
And it's not because they have an itchy trigger finger. No, they are literally trying to react on 0.5 milliseconds off of what you are doing.
Yep. They are trying to react fast enough that they don't die, because what most people don't realize, a cop's job is life or death every day. None of them know when they're going to get that call that ends in somebody pulling a gun and shooting at them. So
Exactly.
they're on edge. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some cops out there who just flat out are dicks. But you know what? The majority of them aren't.
And those who are dicks should have to go through retraining.
Oh yeah. Well, that's the thing. I have families
I'd
who
say
are on the
retraining.
force. I have families who are on the force, or I have family members who are on the force. Most cops think that any, other officer who is giving them a bad name, to that degree, like, if there's a cop being just absolutely a dick for no reason, most of the cops out there think that's kind of stupid, and a lot of the times they'll even stop them. I've legitimately seen a cop who was just being an asshole get railed by his supervisor because his supervisor called him out for being an asshole and wound up putting him on unpaid suspension because he was being an asshole.
There have been times where other cops who have been called to by the initial cop have arrested that cop because they were out of line. Police keep other policemen in check, even if they are lower ranked.
Yep. Now, if you've got a cop that fucking, literally answers the goddamn, it literally answers to a goddamn call, gun out and ready, assuming there's going to be trouble, that's not necessarily a good cop or a bad cop, but that is a cop that needs fucking mental help. 9 times out of 10, it means their job has become so stressful to them that they are so on edge that they believe they're going to die at any second. If that is the case, they need to be put on leave, and they need to be dealt with carefully. Not screamed at and told they're fucking monsters.
I would say paid leave because, they still need...
Oh, yeah.
They still need money. It's still a job. They still need that income. That's why I say if there are, I'm putting this in quotations, bad cops, retrain them first. If it doesn't work the second time, fire them. have them pay for the retraining. I guarantee you, if you have them pay for the retraining,
It won't happen more than once.
it won't happen more than once, because no one is going to pay tens to hundred thousands of dollars for training.
Now, okay, so
multiple times.
So, Aiden just shared a bit of a story because apparently one of the times that his significant other Mordred had the cops called on him, the officer literally came out, gun ready, no questions asked, just flat out to arrest him. No questions asked, no prior involvement, nothing. Just gun out and ready. Apparently, the dude got a reprimand by the chief, who came out later, and literally chewed this guy out, like, ripped him a new hole in front of the other cops.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying that this is something that should be used often. I would say only in extreme cases. Sometimes you need a little public humiliation to get the message through.
I'd still say if it's not something extreme, don't fucking do that, because demoralizing your officers or demoralizing anyone is a bad idea. But at the same time, it's one of those moments of, yeah.
If all else fails.
If all else fails.
Like,
yeah, fucking scream at somebody in the middle
fails,
of fucking...
Yeah. If all else
they are doing
fails,
their
you got
job that
nothing
badly.
left. All else fails, nothing left. Nothing left to do other than that.
Should also point out, if anybody is going to reprimand a cop, don't try to make it you. Let it be their fucking supervisor.
Exactly. Also, another thing. You can always, if you feel like you have been, well, not abused,
Wronged.
just mishandled or wronged
Yep.
by an officer, you can always file a report.
Yep.
Simply and calmly, mind you, calmly go into the police station, ask for a reporting form.
Ask for a reporting form. If they claim they don't have one, tell them that you need to speak with the chief of police.
Exactly.
Because if they're trying to tell you that they don't have a reporting form, they're bullshitting you because they know somebody's done something.
Exactly. That's why I say calmly, and I will reiterate, calmly.
Yep.
Because being a dick is not going to get you anywhere.
Well, no. Being a dick could very easily get you somewhere. Either in cuffs or shot.
Once again, proving my point that it's not going to get you anywhere good.
Oh, Jesus, fuck. Apparently all this for, the story that Aiden shared, apparently, one, happened on Christmas Day, and two, the cop that had the gun was apparently making the other cops fucking nervous. It's the reason he got publicly chewed out. So, yeah, understandable.
Yeah. Once again, that's an extreme case where your other officers are saying, hey, this guy's making me nervous.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say in extreme cases, not like, you know, it's an extreme case. No, in extreme, like, really bad extreme cases.
Yeah. Also, Andy, you did just kind of prove my point by saying that. Thank you.
Only song I like by them. Well, there are other songs. There are newer songs that they have released that are better than Fire and the Flames. Because I'm sorry to tell you this.
My whole point earlier, though, is that most people that know them only know them for one song, and they're kind of a... They're popular, but they're literally only popular for that song. Through Fire and Flame is the song they're popular for.
Yes. And I'm not saying, if it wasn't that song, they wouldn't be popular. No.
Oh god, yeah. No,
That is entirely why they're popular. They're a good band.
It's just they got a really weird type of fame very quickly, and it fucked with their reputation just a little.
Yes. Because while they may not be the best band I have heard, they are definitely one of the good ones. Also, they've only changed lead singers, I think, once. And they just got a new bassist as well.
Oh no, can I really do... No, I can't. Oh, maybe I can. This is gonna be fucking amazing if I can do this.
Yeah. But, yeah. The entire thing with the police officers, my mom has always, told me, if you get stopped by a police officer, comply, stay calm, and always ask questions.
Yep. Hey, it's a delint! Num num! Also, hey guys. I'm gonna leave y'all with a pretty view for a minute because I need to pee.
A pretty view and a pretty voice.
Yep. There you go. I'll be right
I had
back.
to toot my own. I had to toot my own horn for a bit. Gotta build up that self-confidence.
Aren't you rather familiar with tooting your own horn? Ooh. Sorry, I had to. Anyways, I gotta be right back really quick. I need to pee.
Did they hear that? I know. I know. Just... Just sighs of disappointment. Oh, you're an '03 kid. Ugh. And yes, the 2000s will be called the or 2000. Anything past 2001 is called '02 or '03 or '04.
And I'm back.
Reason why anything past 2001 is called '02 or O whatever number up to the tens is because saying '01 or '00, it's just weird. For me, it's weird.
Well, I mean, if you study history like I do, referring to something to just like '02, yeah, that could be one of, well, 20 different fucking, eras before a certain time, and close to 1,000 eras after. or correction, after a certain time and about 1,000 before.
Yeah, that's just part of my vernacular.
Yeah.
It's my vocabulary.
It's your vocabulary.
Well, yes.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is, people always say like, "Oh, your accent from Oklahoma is not that deep. You must have not been, you know, far away from the city." And yes, I wasn't that far away from the city. I was actually about 20 minutes drive from it. So,
It was an
me
egg?
being... Hmm?
Is that an egg or a rock?
I don't know.
It looks like a fucking egg. I'm gonna put it back in its nest.
It's a blocky egg. But yeah. So uh, my accent from being in Oklahoma is not going to be thick like my grandmother's or my uh, cousins, because they didn't live as close to the city as I did. Because I guarantee you, if I put any of my cousins on the microphone, they will sound way different than me.
This is why exploring is a good thing. Ooh, bouldering top! They won't help me climb further. The hand wraps and lightweight fit of this gear is great for making scaling mountainous heights more comfortable.
So, giving you more stamina. Because if something makes climbing something
Nope, doesn't give me any more stamina.
Well, it means
I can see why it makes her more comfortable, though. Because think about it this way. Could you imagine climbing in this or this? Or this?
I would use the stuff that's meant for climbing.
Yeah.
Because it's more comfortable and it would give me more stamina by not having it drain as quickly. That's what I mean by more stamina.
Yes and no. It doesn't physically give you more stamina, but it would actually help with the climb.
Yes. It's kind of like the same reason why most rock climbers use chalk.
By the way, for the record, weird little thing. Mechanist top, standard uniform worn by mechanists in the midden. Mechanists will always make sure each set has its own unique modification for their own particular needs. Not a bad look.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why most rock climbers will use chalk, because it makes the climb, it makes it easier to grip, and it gives them more comfortable feeling.
No, it doesn't. It gives them better grip. It doesn't make the feeling more comfortable. Trust me, I used to do rock climbing.
I don't do rock climbing.
I used to. It fucking sucked. I used to do rock climbing a lot when I was a teenager, before I got my knees broken.
And I was a great soccer player until I was at an age where instead of just signing up to join a team, you had to actually try out.
Yep. I was gonna say, so what, were you a great adventurer until you took an arrow to the knee?
Oh yeah. Through all this time playing soccer too, I had asthma.
Yep.
So as the fields got bigger, my lung capacity got bigger.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, I hate to tell you this, but there are people out there that think just because somebody has asthma, they can't do things like, do rock climbing or do soccer. I hate to point this out to y'all,
no.
but I've been a kickboxer, I've been a rock climber, I've been a fucking,
I've played
quite a few different
basketball,
things.
I've played football, I've played soccer, I've swam,
Yeah.
I've dived.
Swimming, swimming, diving, and basketball, I believe, were 3 other things that I actually did back in the day.
And yeah, I might have done the swimming and diving later in my life, but here's the thing about asthma. Once you get it, it doesn't
Never goes
go
away. Realistically, you also don't normally get it unless you sustain lung damage.
Which I have,
or
thanks
you're born with it, which that was what I was, and it sucks ass.
I think I was born with it. Also, it didn't help that my douchebag of a biological father secondhand smoked around me.
Yeah, that's another kid's. That's another kid's. That's another one. If you have kids and you smoke, don't fucking smoke around your kids. It's a really good way to fuck them up.
Hi.
Could you imagine doing this?
Doing that?
Yeah.
No.
No. You know what would be even better, Claire?
Huh?
This.
Don't tell me you're just gonna drop straight down. I hate you. You know I have a fear of heights.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah. And I swam and dove while also being overweight.
Ooh, diving while overweight's a fucking task.
It is. Your body rotates slower. You don't have great agility.
You're also
you
nowhere
can't
near
do-
as aerodynamic.
Yeah. And you can't do most of the difficult dives that get the high points.
You can,
Yes,
you
I
just
was
need to
stuck
learn
to-
how to sling your weight.
Yeah. But for me, it was an overall safety concern, and that's why I had to get the okay from my coach and my diving coach as well.
Oh god, yeah. No, if you do manage to pull off some of the essentially higher end dives or higher difficulty dives with a heavier frame, you're actually putting your life in danger.
Every time I stepped on the diving board, I was putting my life in danger.
I mean more than usual. There's always the
No.
possibility that as a heavier diver, you don't finish the dive and you slam into the water hard enough to actually do damage.
Mm-hmm.
And for the record, for those who think you can't be damaged that bad by slamming into water, at the heights that most diving, like large diving boards are, like just the normal, you're at a public pool and there's a diving board. Those boards, can leave a concussion, they can break bones, they can even fucking knock you out in the water when you hit if you hit wrong. Now understand, when we're talking about diving, at very least in my case, I'm talking about hundreds, up to hundreds of feet.
Yeah, you've got the
The
10
big
meter.
concrete platforms.
Yeah, you've got a 10-meter platform, a 7.5 meter, a 5 meter, a 3 meter, and a 1 meter.
Rare cases, there's also the 15 meter.
Rare occasions, but that's only
That's
outdoor pools.
That's outdoor pools and fucking Olympic challenges only.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly because 10 meters, and it doesn't matter if you hit right or not, you're risking your life. Like, you're risking death with a jump at 10 meters.
Yeah, because you're hitting the water at 65 miles an hour.
Yep. Hey, it's Alexander! Or Jackie. No.
And that's if you are within the weight for diving.
Also, Aki is not currently here.
Will he be joining us or no?
I don't know. He got pulled into a family game night.
Oh. He is not having the greatest of times, then.
No.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing as well. If your family constantly shits on you and then tries to pull you in for family game night, no. Just no.
Some people are still willing to try.
I'm sorry, I can't. I just can't. I can't wrap my head around people who think that treating someone bad and then trying to make it up by spending time with them is going to make it better. It's not.
Again, to each their own. What is this? This feels like a building I haven't been in yet.
To me, that's the equivalent of punching me in my face and then taking me to the hospital to get my nose fixed.
The Maskcaster sits, unmoving, silent. I can't tell if the Maskcaster is human or not, or something else. I've heard about Maskcasters and stories about glidings before. Gliders should collect 3 badges of a set and bring them to a caster for whom the mask shall be cast. I should look for some more badges. I leave the Maskcaster. Okay, so I need badges to cast masks. Later, welcome. Come view my new wares.
Oh no. This woman didn't just fail, she failed hard.
Why did he say come view? Oh, I thought he said come view my new wares. That's a big beetle. He's a big boy, Fred. Don't let his size fool you, though. He's a soppy fella. Loves a snuggle. Won't help you much if a worm attacks, but he can still pull anything through his sand drift without any struggle. See you soon.
Oh, yeah. TLDR for the video I'm watching. Woman tries to become an active shooter, gets shot in the vagina.
We're gonna get a merchant's badge. Merchants aren't liable to just give out badges freely. Your best bet is to head to Korea. There's a big market in town there, worth trying to Aria's attention if you want to get yourself some merchant's badges. Be careful how you do it, mind. She's not the friendliest customer. See you later.
Yeah.
Can I snuggle your beetle? I'm snuggling the beetle.
Was that a picture of Nicolas Cage made out of fucking bullet casings? I have to see that again. That is entire. That is.
Claire,
Oh, what?
if you climb on the big ass beetle, it purrs.
Aww. Also, I was right. It is a artwork designed to look like bullet casings.
Yeah.
So it's Nicolas Cage made out of bullet casings in artwork.
I mean, realistically,
cool.
realistically, Aiden, that is definitely one way to become an explorer of sorts. Not a good way, but it's definitely a way to do it.
What did they say?
I got pulled by a dog, busted my knee, somehow became an adventurer for 3 years while homeless.
Yeah.
Again, it's a way to become an adventurer, sort of, but at the same time, it's not the good way. It's not a good way to do it.
You got the bad end to becoming an explorer.
Nah. It wasn't a bad end. It was fucking the difficult start. Kind of like what I do in games like Elden Ring. I go for the difficult start. Okay. Let's talk to the mechanist. Atari greets me warmly. How may I help? Atari's delight is obvious, and I see it even in my approach. And they radiate with energy. You did it! Thank you, and well done, both of you. Did you have much trouble? Not at all. Of course not, and why would you? You were meant to do it. Now, for your, I won't say reward, for what you're owed. Atari produces a mechanist badge, holding it out for me to take. You may have been late in coming, but here you are, where you are meant to be. I give you this badge not only in recognition of what you, of where you have been and what you have done, but in honor of one of many possibilities. That you may, if you choose, become one of us, speak unheard language, the unheard language of Simoon, under vast connections. This badge is but one, and you will need it to earn more from. You will need to earn more from others who carry them. But if and when you do, the caster will know what you have chosen, and you may wear the mask of a mechanist. I thank Utari for it, and tell them I have much to consider. But, for just a moment, I hear the faintest ringing in my left ear, distant and deep, like a river below the sand. Listen. What is that? Oh, that's the ship. Beck's camp.
Oh yeah, no. The woman getting shot in the vagina, definitely karma.
Definitely karma at its finest.
Yeah. Oh, on the other hand, I actually started following a vegan on YouTube.
Nice. Hopefully not one of the crazy motherfucking hell. Oh god. God. Hey, look, no blood. Ow. That happens occasionally. I whacked my arm against this thing right here.
Good job.
Yeah, no shit, Rick. Ugh.
As the rest of the family would say, you did great.
Yeah, no, Aiden, more than likely you're gonna get arthritis in that knee, but yeah, no, treating the wound like it wasn't fragile is probably why you can still walk on it to some degree. I remember after recovery, my doctors told me when my knee was broken as a kid, or when my knees were broken as a kid, they were not broken at the same time, mind you, to, essentially, when I can, put a little weight on it and try to move. Like, not after after the bones were supposedly knitted back together, or supposedly I was fine to walk. I was off my feet for, like, fucking 3 or 4 weeks prior. No, more like, closer to 5, actually, I think.
Yeah.
And no, when I say I was off my feet, I wasn't actually, like, in a wheelchair or just laying there. I was on crutches. Like, I was on crutches for 5 fucking weeks. And they told me flat out they're never going to heal properly. But, with how they broke. But they could, to some degree... Yeah.
Yes.
Exactly. You want to let it heal with a little bit of... under a little stress so it doesn't seize up. I know a guy who decided to just kind of baby himself when he broke something. And like me, he had broken his kneecap. He can't walk anymore. Like, he can't put any weight on that knee at all, or else it'll go and buckle. It is so much so that he has to have this thing. He has a scooter that one leg just rests on. If he puts any weight on that leg without either a cane or that scooter, he'll hit the ground fast and you can say fuck.
The thing I'm having problem with my knees right now is occasionally they'll try to buckle, but they won't.
Yeah. Yeah, no, mine kind of try to buckle occasionally, but it's rare. Aiden's actually seen what happens when they do buckle, though. It's not pretty.
Oh no, it's not. It's not pretty.
In my case, I look like a fucking ragdoll when it happens. It tends to happen at the worst times, too. I'm just walking and all of a sudden...
Yeah. For me, though, it happened, I would say, injury. My knees buckled under me during band practice one day, and they just haven't been the same since.
Now, where are those bugs again?
Nothing too serious. I'm pretty sure what happened, though, was as my knees were buckling, they momentarily popped out of socket, but popped back into socket.
Yeah, no, poor Aiden. The last time they were around when my knees buckled, I fell on him. I literally fell
Ow.
on him. And legit, he barely managed to keep my ass up with both hands and most of his body. Somebody else
Ow.
had to literally step in and go, "Holy shit, are you guys okay?"
Oh,
That
you
was
know what
Mordred
was
too.
a you know what the funny thing was?
Hmm.
Um, this goes back to when I was diving. Uh, not only was I overweight, but because I played soccer and my ankles were fucked up, I had bad ankles while diving, which means at any moment my ankles could buckle underneath me and I could just fall into the water. And it actually did during a competition once. I went up for a dive, my ankles just gave out, and I went into the water. Counted as a failed dive. Uh, what they let me do afterwards, though, was the judge wanted to actually see me perform the dive because he knew I could do it.
Yep.
So I did it again. It wasn't counted, but he let me do it again just so that he could see that I could do it.
Ah, damn it, Rick. Okay, so I've got enough of these guys. I'm hoping you can sell them, but I'm not certain. If you can sell
While
them,
I'm
then I'm going to go ahead and get the beetle thing. Like the beetle bike.
While I'm not an amalgamation of loose joints, razor blades, or spite,
Yeah, no, Aiden, you were a small boy.
um, oh yeah, if I keep typing and playing keyboard and mouse games while playing the flute and writing, I could develop carpal tunnel. No,
Girl,
I will develop carpal tunnel.
girl, I'm already there.
The only reason why I haven't gotten there yet is because uh, I don't play regularly and I don't I use my keyboard that often.
You can sell them!
No, trust me though, if I was still practicing like I was back when I was in school, I would have carpal tunnel by now.
Okay. Customized bike. Max speed, handling went down.
Yeah. And the way I practiced was brutal too. I'm talking 2 to
Does
3
this feel
hours
faster
of
than the
nonstop
other one,
playing.
or does this feel not as fast as the other one? This feels slower, I
Honestly, I
think.
can't judge speed.
That's why I'm doing a lap.
Honestly, I can't judge the speed, so... But yeah, 2 to 3 hours of non-stop playing.
The handling is better, the max speed is lower. So the max speed is lower. That's the thing. But handling is another thing that I kind of want.
Yeah, it's kind of a, do you want more handling or more speed?
Yeah. And for the moment, I'm good with the speed. Anyways, how is everybody out there in
Chatland?
Chatland?
Not to be mistaken for the word Chitland, or Chitland. Those are pig intestines.
Yep, chitlins make good sausages though.
Oh, they do. But
If you ever want to try a sausage with something other than the like the base casing,
which I think base casing is either beef or sheep.
oh no, they're non-intestine.
No, I know there's
like if you want to try the
artificial
old casings,
casing.
yeah, no, most of them nowadays are artificial casings. If you want to try though what a sausage tastes like with one of the really old casing styles, definitely use chitlins to make the sausages.
Oh, here's the one thing that I can credit my culinary school for doing. When we did make sausage, we didn't use the artificial casing. We used, I think, sheep casing.
Yep. The only problem is, technically, did you know that one of my favorite foods is actually illegal?
In the United States?
Yeah. Actually, not just in the United States. In a lot of parts of the world, it's illegal. Like, one of my favorite foreign foods is considered illegal in the U.S.
Is it head cheese?
No, head cheese legal in the U.S.
Ah.
At least as far as I'm aware it is. No, it's fucking, what's it called? Oh my god, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, they'll come back to you.
Haggis, thank you. It's essentially minced up sheep's lung with various seasonings and suet, which is a thickener, packed into the stomach of a sheep and then boiled.
Oh, yeah. I believe,
It's really good. It's a weird flavor, but it's really good.
And for other people who don't know, tripe is legal in the U.S. It is the lining of a cow stomach.
Yeah. Now, can you identify why haggis isn't legal? Without Googling it. Oh, right. It's essentially not just lung meat. It's heart, liver, lungs. It's sheep offal stuffed into its stomach and then boiled with seasonings.
I believe it has something to do with the bacteria of the stomach.
Nope. Rick, nope. That's actually, to my knowledge, not correct. However, in the, I believe, early to late 90s, actually, no, I think it was earlier than the 90s. They illegalized the sale of lung meat.
Like I said, it would have to be something to do with the bacteria because...
Respiratory infection. They believed it was possible that various respiratory infections could travel between animal to human via consumption of meat from the lungs.
Yeah, because if something isn't legal in the United States, it's usually because it's a bacteria
Hey,
problem.
Jackie, num num. Oh, haggis. It's a really good food. It's not legal in the U.S. if it's made traditionally. Realistically, though,
Yeah.
you can get haggis in the U.S. It's just not going to have the lung or the heart. So, more
Hmm.
often than not, instead of it being organ meat, the American version of...
Uh,
What the
like I
ever-loving fuck?
once again, my mom was a food microbiologist, so anything involving food and microbiology is usually her field.
That is quicksand. That is
So,
quicksand.
yeah. My first guess when you said it was illegal in the United States was it has to do with bacteria.
Yeah. Again, Jackie, the reason it's illegal in the U.S. is because it contains meat from the lungs and heart of a sheep. And the FDA, back in the day, decided it was a possibility to transmit various, essentially diseases, or rather respiratory infections, through the meat of an animal's lungs. So they were worried about things like animal diseases spreading to humans.
Which is a very which is a very logical worry because many diseases can jump from human or animal to human.
Yeah.
I mean, COVID jumped from animal to human.
Yep. Oh god. Mad cow isn't a respiratory infection, but yeah, it is one of the ones that went from animal to human. Mad cow disease, though, is what's called a prion disease. Those things are scary.
Mm-hmm. In fact, we have our own disease.
What do you mean?
It's specifically why cannibalism was outlawed.
The disease itself is not why cannibalism is outlawed. And technically, cannibalism isn't outlawed.
It's morally looked down upon.
Oh god, yeah, it's morally looked down upon. It's not technically outlawed because... Okay, so, understand, it is not illegal to consume human meat. You can't buy it, and technically you can't acquire it by force. But if somebody, say, had their arm amputated and decided they wanted to make tacos out of their fucking arm, they could. Legally, they could.
It'd be weird.
Oh god, it would be weird as hell. I actually had a buddy that kind of did the... I've told you guys the story about the dude who did the thing with his scarification skin.
Oh yeah. Mm.
Dude literally took the parts of his body that had been cut off to create the design, fried it up like bacon, and served it at a fucking party with, like, a bunch of signs around the plate stating, dude, this is human meat. If you want to try it, go for it. Or this is human flesh. If you want to try it, go for it. Be warned, it's not safe. That said, I also need to point out, for the reason that was mentioned earlier, prion diseases, I do not suggest that anybody ever try eating people, like eating human meat, for any reason whatsoever. It is insanely fucking dangerous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also,
Hold on. The guard towers over me. I can't tell if I've somehow committed some kind of transgression as he looks me over. He seems to be contemplating a decision of some sort, muttering something unintelligible under his breath. Exactly. It's not worth a prion disease. Literally what a prion disease is, Rick said it pretty well. It's essentially a chain of proteins that are kind of autocannibalistic, I guess. It's a chain of proteins that once it enters your brain, it will consume the tissue in your brain, change that tissue to more prion tissue, and continue consuming your brain until you're dead.
Mm-hmm.
And for the record, once you have it, there's no cure. There isn't even a treatment. It's actually the reason why. It's legitimately the reason why, back in the day, there was a belief that a thing called, that a person could become a thing called a Wendigo if they ate human flesh. The reason for this is because back in the day there were, like, headhunter tribes that would consume human. And more often than not, the ones that did were stark raving fucking mad. Mostly because a majority of them were dying from prions. Oh yeah, and the only test for it is to literally open your skull.
I don't think people would know how difficult it would be to start a zombie apocalypse.
Oh god, yeah.
Zombies realistically cannot happen. They can, but it is very difficult to do so.
Well, no. Claire, you do know zombies are real, right?
Yes, I know they're real.
They're not the flesh-consuming, fucking mindless cannibals that people think they are. But, legitimately, there is a drug, and I don't know what the name of it is. I'm not going to say the name even if I did. It's not one that you can take recreationally. It's not safe. What it is if you inhale it, you become so susceptible to outer thoughts or outlying thoughts that people can tell you to do anything. You also can't speak, essentially can't think for yourself. You become a walking, mindless husk for hours after being subjected to this drug.
Mm-hmm. Yes. But for, the fictional zombies to happen, it would...
Yeah, that wouldn't be possible.
It's realistically impossible. Can it happen? Who knows? But as far as we know, statistically, it is impossible to make that kind of zombie.
Anyways, hey Claire, I do need to get through the rest of this dialogue, so hold on.
Sorry.
Hello?
You tapped into one of my...
Claire. Hold on a second. He seems to refocus as I speak, as if remembering that I am a living being. Guard, you'll do. I have something in mind for you. Let's make good use of you. Me? I ask him how. Well, you're a glider by the very nature, and by your very nature an outsider. You belong to nothing and no one, and therefore you are capable of an uncommon objectivity. I wonder if I should share my myriad of popular, unpopular, or deeply subjective opinions, but decide to spare him. He seems to have much more to say. My name is Sandip. Sandip? My name is Sandip, and I'm in the middle of a very serious investigation. There are few I can trust. You may have noticed that, but we find ourselves without power, yes? Do we? It's no accident. Someone stole the power core from from out of the atomic heart. And the perpetrator eludes me still. I thought perhaps you might be able to help me solve this crime and bring the thief to justice. I'll help. It doesn't give me any other choice, so I'll help. I've already begun to picture myself darting in and out of shadows, tracking the elusive power thief through the city. In my mind, I am swiftness and smoke, a creature of cunning and dexterity. Then Sandip hands me a rusted heap. This is an old power core, scrap really, but if you bring this to the mechanist for me, I can fix it and we can get this town going again. But while you're there, I want to ask you if he has any idea who might want to steal something like this, and why. I'd ask myself, but you'll need to keep the investigation quiet. You get it. I see I've made the right choice. Report back when you've taken care of this, yes? I'll be waiting. Say goodbye to Sandip. Heartbreak in the city. By the way, Mlem Leclerc.
The problem about that, Jackie, is that they would need to survive the rabies.
Oh, actually, no, that's a thing. There was one movie that made sense for a zombie apocalypse. And that's the thing. They didn't actually survive it. What it was in the end, was a massive fucking issue with rabies. But it was a new strain of rabies that essentially ate out the brain, very similar to a prion disease. Left the victim in a fully unstable and even dangerous state. And instead of consuming people, they just flat out murdered them. It was transferable through infected blood. The entire movie was set in a housing structure with like 15 or 20 people. And at the end, I believe none of them survived. And one of the last scenes you see at the end, after the after the credits have run, is the creatures in the house slowly starving to death.
Why does that sound like Cabin Fever?
No, it was a fucking movie back in the 90s. It was one of the old found footage movies
the
too,
movie
I think.
The movie Cabin Fever.
Oh, I know. I'm saying I don't think that was the name of it.
I don't think that was it either, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a cinema theory on it.
Yeah. Wait, cinema theory or cinema sim?
Cinema
or
theory.
Film theory.
No, they have a cinema theory too. There's a cinema sins and a cinema theory.
Oh.
I believe they're two separate channels though.
Yeah.
They're not like... The name just coincides with one another. They're not actually the same people.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, science. I come from a scientific family. I love science.
Oh, I can't climb on the statue.
Science is one of those things that I could chat for hours on.
Yep. Me personally, I'm fascinated by chemistry, but probably couldn't talk about it for hours. Not that good at it. Anyways, folks, this is where we're probably going to leave off. So, Jackie apparently is a mad scientist. Yeah, no, this is where we're going to be leaving off. So, if you enjoy the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload when we go live. But for now, this is Kitthesoulless and Claire, signing out. So until next time, everybody, bye-bye!
Bye! Don't turn into a zombie.
Oh, good lord. Also, good night, Johnson. Good night, Alex or Jackie. Good night, Johnson. Good night, Rick. And good night to anybody else who might be watching. Good night, Magenta, Num Num, and Delint. Jackie, I may not actually be in the chatterbox tonight since I do have stuff to do. So, I apologize, but I probably won't be joining y'all tonight. Anyways, ta-ta, everybody. Blam.